What up, y'all? Welcome to Pics. It didn't happen. I'm Fats King. I am joined as always by my brother, the Yeti.
And what up, y'all? I'm back. It's the Yeti. We're gonna have an awesome interview because we got some new guests. We got returning guests. So get ready.
Today we're joined by the Cinderblock Saints.
It's weird, but the long and short of it is I wanted to speak on, something having that juxtaposition of like something hard boiled, fucking tough but with a heart of gold or something like that. I'm rambling.
No. I get where you're going, though. No, I get that. It makes sense. Now that we're on to names, and I can get to this next one. Where does the name Labyrinthine come from? I'm so curious.
Well, when I first started making music, people were kind of telling me my stuff was very complex and very intricate. And I had a friend of mine who told me it was like, wandering through a maze sometimes. You go through a maze or anything. My style was very maze-like, almost like going through a labyrinth. And I thought that was really cool. So originally in the beginning, I liked labyrinthine, which is how everyone say it. But the thing is, in the UK, they don't say labyrinthine, they pronounce it labyrinthine. And I really like how they pronounced it in the UK. It had like a different vibe to it. But then I was like, okay, I can't keep this spelled this way because everyone's going to say labyrinthine or labyrinthine. So I decided I'd spell it out phonetically and spell it out the way I prefer it to be pronounced, even though everybody still fucks it up. But what's hilarious about it is I'll tell people how it's pronounced, and then people will tell me like, oh my God, I'm looking right at it. It clearly says labyrinthine. Why am I saying labyrinthine or labyrinthine or labyrinth? I'm like, I don't know. It's just American. It's like Tomb Raider syndrome. It's like her name's Lara Croft and it's spelled Lara, but everyone still calls her Laura Croft, So yep. It's just that American, way of pronouncing things.
I've always maintained the English language is three languages wearing a trench coat, trying to be one language.
Mm-hmm.
So, you said that there will be more of this. Are we going to see some merch? Any hats? Keegan knows I'm a hat guy.
Keegan's ahead of that.
I can look into that. I've been wanting to look into hats as well. You mentioned something in Nasty Bash that I should.
I've told you every time I've seen you in the last year.
Yeah.
If you put that fucking logo on a hat, I will buy it, and others will as well.
I'm gonna make it happen.
Good. So the merch tip, I'm going to go back to the album, but I just want to talk about this for a second. Night Owl Prince, man, you just blew the fuck up out of nowhere.
Yeah, that went well.
To say the least. And good on you for parlaying all your connections in music to clients for this shit.
Right. Yeah, and that's I think what made it work so well is because I've been doing the graphic design and the video editing and whatever the fuck else for many years now, and I built up one thing that people always associate with my name is it's I get shit done, and it's generally going to be done pretty well.
Yeah.
Might take me a few days, but the shit's gonna get done. And I've never done no bad business with nobody. I've never ripped nobody off. That's not the type of shit I do. I do straight up fucking business. And I wouldn't give somebody something that I wouldn't put my own fucking name on. You know what I mean? And I think with that level of consistency that I've brought to everything else, once I got into this endeavor, people were like, well, if Keegan's doing it, Billy Obey said to me, if you say it's good, I believe you. Here's an order.
That's actually, I was actually wanting to bring that up. There's so many people that show up and they're going to be the next big thing and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And there's nothing that's going to stop them. And then a week later, they're gone.
Yeah.
Did you have any sort of anybody that was sort of doubting when it come, or was your name at that point just like, okay, we believe it's gonna happen, we don't have any questions for that guy?
I mean, it actually was pretty much like that. You know, people. I have a name that's trusted at this point, and that's not due to anything but me delivering consistently. And people either know that from dealing with me previously, or they've heard everybody else who has dealt with me say that. I mean, you can do all the looking you want. Nobody's ever felt ripped off by me. Nobody's ever accused me of doing bad business, because I don't. Yeah, and I think, you know, that alone speaks volumes.
That does, and that's to have that kind of fucking rep and then transfer it. That's beautiful. I can't. If I can pull the camera down, I'm actually sporting the heavyweight shirt right now. One of my favorite pieces of merch that I've ever purchased ever, and like that's the thing. It's not just AXE. It's not just. It's everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has fucking Night Owl prints right now, and as I'm wearing one of the shirts. They are so ridiculously comfortable and wearable. Sometimes you buy a piece of merch and the goddamn shirt feels weird when you wear it.
Yeah.
Not one.
And you know what? Real quick, I do want to add on to that. As I was just spending way too much money on merch yesterday, I got the merch in my hand, and as soon as I felt it, like, I was like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel right. Like, I've got a hat, a trucker hat, and it feels like it's just flimsy foam that is just gonna bend up and not hold shape. Tell
them where you got the hat at.
So this actually was Post Malone's merch, and I don't know if it's because they had to have so many made so quick.
Yeah.
It just felt like the quality wasn't there, especially at the prices they were selling these for. You know, your shirts and, you know, merch we get from an underground show, you know, $25 for a t-shirt.
Right.
We're talking like 50 for a t-shirt.
Jesus.
And 45 on a trucker cap. And I can see that the ink is kind of a little thick and textured in spots, and like you can see through it in spots. And I'm just like, how is this much more? And how quality underground?
How fucked up is that?
Yeah.
Hold on. I was not expecting you to tell me that. I'm so flabbergasted. I won't make fun of you for wearing a trucker hat.
Well, that's good.
No, but like that's ridiculous. No, because he just said it. Even at the most expensive for a tour shirt, it's like $30.
Yeah. For
real. I paid fucking this fresh ass hat I have. I paid fucking $25 for on site.
It's a good hat.
Thank you. Make hats, Keegan.
Yeah, make your hats so that we don't have to maybe make some Post Malone's ones and send them like, yo, we can do better than what you got. So maybe that'll fix that.
Hey, you could fucking really come up. So back to the album. Will we see any videos or anything for this?
I'd like to make it happen still. I mean, unfortunately, there was supposed to be a video for Earthbound, but that fell apart only because I broke my ankle. And hopefully the next project we're definitely going to have some, but we may actually do a video or two still from this project.
I mean, a month out, that's not too late to drop videos for, especially if it's still getting played and rotated. I feel like this is, I'm trying to find my words so I don't sound like I'm fucking fanboying for you guys. I feel like this is going to be a seminal album that people will talk about for a little while in this scene. There's a lot of people who are making really, really good fucking music right now. Yeah. You guys are in that level.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah, that means a lot, man, for real. Holy shit.
Yeah, that really does mean a lot. Thank you.
You know, I want to bring up, you talked about a lot of good stuff coming out right now. When you guys, to get this album to chart, at the time when this came out, we had a lot of big albums coming out then. Like Dub's album just came out, and that was another monster album. So there's so much sharing of space with all the different artists right now. It's really, you know, awesome that you guys are able to do these things, and you know, it's not one person dominating the scene. We have a lot of different artists that are putting out honestly solid projects right now.
It's such a goddamn beautiful time in the underground right now. Like
Ain't it though?
It really
feels
is
like a fucking renaissance right now. Like
That's what I've been saying. That's my exact
That's
word.
the word.
Yes.
That's the word, renaissance. Because I've been a fan of this scene since 1998, and in the last 24 years, I don't think it's ever come to this point where there's this much talent in the scene right now. Like the amount of talent out today right now is staggering.
And the best part about it is most of them are not affiliated with anybody's favorite two fucking abbreviations. No disrespect to either side, because fucking whatever's whatever. Good music falls where good music falls. But there's guys like you, there's guys like Nasty, there's Fams, there's Sky Swamp, there's SON, there's Diabolic the Monster, fucking Doc Gruesome.
Ritual of Ether.
Ritual of Ether. He does not get talked about enough, and
He needs to get talked about more.
I'm
working
on that. In the connection I got with
Reno is
Diabolic.
still killing it. Jay Reno's getting ready to drop a masterpiece real soon. Oh my God!
I just got a performance by V Sinister. That motherfucker still got it.
Yes, he does. I love that dude. I've known that dude a long time, and I've known him since 2002.
Yeah, I was talking to V Sinister at Nasty Bash, and the first thing he did, he asked me how Labyrinthine was doing.
I love that guy.
That's awesome.
I've known him 20 years. Yeah. I've known him 20 years. I met him in Detroit at the Big Ballers Christmas party in 2002. And it was great. It was awesome. It was down in the shelter, and we met briefly, and then we stayed in touch. And sometimes we'll go years without seeing each other, but then when we do, it's like we just saw each other a week ago. I love.
He's good.
It's but like you were saying, it's a renaissance. Everybody, and I think it had a lot to do with COVID. I feel like everybody sat home with nothing to do for so long, and they were just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna drop bangers."
Yeah. That's when I wrote Gravelmouth.
Yeah. We're gonna talk. I want to have you back on for some shit I call Anatomy of an Album for Gravelmouth at a later date.
Actually, because you brought up COVID, that was late March 2020. That was when I dropped my first professional debut, Pennsylvania Gothic. So I ended up dropping that. I believe it was March 30th, 2020. So it was right when lockdown hit.
Yeah. Oh,
and then I had a year to do that, and then a year later I put out a Strange Death of Edmund Noir, and that was just stemming from the fact that I was going stir crazy being in the house, and I was like, oh God, I gotta put out some new music. I need some new music.
Yeah, and let me say something about this motherfucker's music. if you're unfamiliar with Labyrinthine, this man, and this is no hyperbole, there's no bullshit. This man is one of the finest storytellers in the underground right now today. This motherfucker tells legit like horror stories through a fucking song, start to finish, these motherfuckers, and it's a story you can follow and picture in your fucking head, and he rhymes the whole thing. It's uncanny as fuck. I don't know how he does it.
Well, thank you, brother.
That's fucking awesome. I love hearing the camaraderie between you guys, because I've seen a lot of phony shit, and it seems like you guys are genuinely friends.
He's coming over to my house on Wednesday. I'm gonna hug his face.
Yeah.
He didn't mention with what part of his anatomy either. Isn't that nice of him? Okay, so
I'll hug you with my thighs.
Will we see a tour or any live performances for this?
I would like to.
Yeah, Ben, will we?
I would like to make it happen. I want to make it happen.
I'm not much for touring. I don't really have any like urge to actually tour, but I go to shit. I go to events, and I think me and Labyrinthine popping up in an event is bound to happen.
You guys should definitely be at camp.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Speaking of shows and you just being there, I want to bring this up before we move on to a different subject, because I got to talk about this. How about Dope Sick Picnic when you just showed up with your set in your bag, and because there was a cancellation, you got fucking paid?
Look, so I was at a show a couple years ago when I still lived in Orlando, and it was Shaggy 2 Dope and Ouija Mac touring together. And I just went out to see the show, and I knew the owner of the place, and he came up to me. He's like, "Yo, man, fucking one of our openers canceled. You want to get up and do a set?" And I was like, I mean, fuck, absolutely. But I didn't have shit on me. I didn't have live shit on my phone or in the cloud at that time. And like, I didn't have any way to get songs to them to play them. And I was like, well, I couldn't do it. Fuck it. I'm just going to watch the show now. And on that day, I was like, I'm never going to fucking get caught slipping again. Ever.
It was so cool because it was starting to rain and everybody was getting shitty because there was a really, 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 really bad stand-up comedian on stage.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I can't.
Lord.
That wasn't enough reallys. I could go on. But
that bad.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty bad.
It was bad.
Yeah.
He's co-signing. But they were like, we got it. We got a hole in the set. Does anybody want to? And Keegan's like, I got my set. Fucking flash drive in hand.
Yep. I wasn't gonna get caught slipping again. Yeah, because Fams and the hooligans were cursed with car trouble yet again.
Always those guys.
Those guys, I fucking love them, man.
Yeah, for real. That would be an interesting collabo, by the way. The two of you and Fams would be unfucking believable.
Oh yeah.
I'm down for whatever. I'm down whenever.
All right.
That's something else I noticed.
White Trash Pope. I was pretty psyched about that. I like working with Fams a lot. He's gonna be on my new record. I already got a collab back from him.
That dude's just.
See, I love it. Everybody just working together instead of against each other. Everybody's willing to collab with everybody and put out work just for the sake of doing work, and not just, oh well, who the hell, you're not on my label, you're not my guy, get out of here. And I'm loving it.
I'm seeing so much collaboration lately, and I think that was something that was always hindering the scene for a few years, was the idea that people were very cliquey and nobody really wanted to work with everybody else.
Yeah.
It was almost like pro wrestling. It was like people only wanted to work with theirs, and now that people are working together, you know what I mean? It's getting spread out.
Yeah, I think that was sort of baked in.
There are so many parallels between this scene and pro wrestling.
Well,
when we get you on a solo interview, we'll talk about that. But so, with it being spooky season, we're kind of asking everybody what their favorite candy is, because eventually at the end of the month we're gonna try all of them and pick whoever's shit is the best and or worst. Yeah, so we're gonna go with you first, Keegan. What is your favorite candy for Halloween or any period?
I gotta go with a classic Skittles.
You're the first person to say Skittles.
Really? I've always been a Skittles man. I was born a Skittles man. I've died a
Skittles man. All right, Lab.
Bubble tape.
Bubble tape.
What?
I don't care. I'm a big believer in the big candies.
Yo, they still make that? I remember that.
It does still exist. So does Big League Chew.
Oh man.
Oh, the pouch.
Yeah.
Yep. But here's the thing. No matter what any of you said, and I'm gonna razz him every episode. Yeah. No matter what you said, Dean said brown and orange Mary Janes.
Yeah.
Or black and orange. Those
he
fucking
kind of
things.
loses.
Those little old lady candies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He loves it. I don't understand at all. Of all the candies in the whole wide world,
very specific.
It is very specific, and I'm going to make
core memory attached to that or something.
Has to, and I'm going to make fun of him every episode because I can, because I love. That's why.
You could have said ring pops. So I mean,
yeah.
I think I would have accepted. I think I would have accepted that more.
At least then I could role play being a king or something, like, ooh, kiss the jewels.
Yes.
But no, fucking peanut butter chunks.
Whatever the fuck they are. It's not even taffy, Dean. It's not even taffy.
We love you, Dean, but that's a dumb candy.
Oh, that went right off the fucking rails.
What rails? What are you talking about? There was never rails.
Rails? I don't even do
coke, man.
I don't even do coke.
Some rails.
I don't even do coke.
I was talking about Fun Dip. What are you talking about?
Oh, geez, the Fun Dip. Oh, snorting the Fun Dip as a child. What a life.
Yeah.
The future drug users of America.
Oh yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
So this is the point of the show where we start asking some bizarre questions, but it's just for fun at this point because we've got a lot of we got a lot of good shit about the album, and I'm just kind of like not done talking to you guys just yet.
You're stuck here.
If you had an action figure, what would your accessories be?
Oh, that's a tough one. Probably, I'm sorry, pro wrestling, steel chair.
Okay, with it for setting and smashing.
Yeah, pull the RVD, just do the spin around and kick him right in the face.
Yep.
All right. Well, I know right now there's a big thing with not only mental health, but health overall in the scene. There's a lot of guys that are and females that are looking at their health, the health side of thing now, and actually paying attention to that, not just downing 2 liters of Faygo and then going up on stage real quick. Yeah. So did either of you work out this morning or have any kind of plans for a workout plan for you guys, or?
You're fat shaming.
No, I'm merely trying to ask if that's something that they're considering making that change in their life, if they have anything, or if they're just like, nah, fuck it. I like chocolate cake for breakfast because I like chocolate cake.
I walk 3 miles a day. That's what I do.
Damn, nice.
Yeah.
That's I don't like power walk or run or anything. I just walk 3 miles a day.
Is that just like to get out?
Yeah, I walk an hour a day.
It's good for you.
Yeah, get out there, enjoy the woods or whatever's around. It's always a good time to just sort of clear your head a little bit, I think.
Yeah, 99% of the time I'm listening to beats, and that's how I come up with concepts. Is I'm just out taking a walk or whatever while listening to them.
Yep. Multitasking, hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I press up about 500 shirts a week, and that's more physical than it sounds.
No, I've seen it. I've worked in a printing factory. I know what that looks like.
Yeah, and I did. I stopped drinking a year ago.
Awesome.
I retired.
Still super proud of you for that, man. Still super proud of you.
If anyone knows me and has known me for a considerable amount of time, I drank.
With a capital A.
Fucking drank.
I know the one nasty bash, I think, was when it kind of went a little overboard.
Was that nasty bash 4?
It was 4.
That was my first one, and you were drunk as all get out, but I ate 4 hits of really good acid, so we were just ready to fucking bang, bro.
I still managed to go up on stage with Nasty and do a song.
He did.
And I didn't swing on anybody, so, it worked out.
Yeah.
I've had worse nights.
That was the night that I learned that you were built out of bricks.
Yeah. When I'm a fifth of vodka deep and don't feel pain anymore, I'm a problem.
Yeah.
There's a fucking quote for Facebook.
Because Keegan goes straight Vader, like it's Vader time, except in him, it's like, it's Keegan time.
Yeah. Time. Yeah, I retired from drinking. I'm in the Hall of Fame.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I've actually redeveloped a taste for alcohol, but it's a small one because I can't drink anywhere near like I used to. I'll puke in every direction.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
like
with
that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with drinking. I mean,
there's nothing wrong
you want
with
to drink, that's your right. As
I
long
just
as
can
you're
no longer
moderation.
Yeah.
The key word is moderation.
This is America, sir, and we don't know what that word means.
Yeah.
You will learn quickly.
Yeah, I didn't have the ability to stop. Like, even when I was blacked out drunk, I would still just my body is some sort of machine fueled on alcohol. My brain would go to sleep.
I watched him drink 2 16-ounce beers in under 10 minutes, and I was like, are you even tasting it right now? Like,
it's needed inside me.
Yeah, I know.
That's ridiculous.
Like, 2 16-ounce beers in under 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, it's not like you're not even tasting it. You're just like,
well, I think that's kind of the point, to not taste it.
So what is if you had a final takeaway for the album, what would you want everyone to be for everyone?
Just know that we were just trying to be authentic, and we were just trying to give back to the scene that we fell in love with, as kids, and we're still trying to give back to it all the time.
And it's just a taste of what we got coming, man. We've already got a folder full of beats for the follow-up.
Fuck.
We got
I'm
more coming.
so ready.
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
Yeah, the follow-up's happening.
Outstanding.
That's good. That's good to know. We get all the exclusives, Paulie. I tell you, man. People just come in here and they just want to talk.
Well, I don't know if they want to
Bad
talk,
Mind
but
was the one. Bad Mind is the one who, right off the bat, has been saying like, "You two caught lightning in a bottle, and you guys have chemistry. You guys need to keep going." And
Absolutely,
we're taking the cue from him.
Yeah, there you go, man. That fucking nails it. Where can they find your shit on social media?
You can find me on all streaming platforms, Labyrinthine. You can find me on Instagram, Labyrinthine Rap. I'm on YouTube too, Labyrinthine Rap. You got some music videos on there and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm at Keegan Grimm on pretty much everything. I'm on all the streamies, and yeah, we're out there.
I feel like eventually, Keegan, they're just gonna have to roll the credits of all the shit you do. I'm Keegan Grimm, and it just crawls by like the Star Wars fucking crawl.
I'm Keegan Grimm. What do you need done?
Me and him met? That's how we met. We were at a bus stop, and I was like, "Hey, dude, I got some beats." He's like, "Hey, I got a mic," and we were like, we jumped in the air, froze mid, high five, and then the high started rolling.
That's how it's fucking done, boys.
Yeah.
Produced by Keegan Grimm, directed by Keegan Grimm, casting by Keegan Grimm, wardrobe Keegan Grimm.
Beats,
co-associate producer.
The key grip, and I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
he gets top billing.
You're gonna have to learn someday. So if you're interested in finding us, you can find me on. You can find us on Pics or It Didn't Happen YouTube, Pics or It Didn't Happen official on Instagram, Pics or It Didn't. Oh, I gave him one of those. Pics or It Didn't Happen.
I need one of those in my life. I need one.
I can make that happen. Pics or It Didn't Happen. On YouTube, Pics or It Didn't Happen official on Instagram, Pics or It Didn't Happen on Facebook. If you want to find me, I'm Fats King on Facebook and Instagram, but literally all I do is share memes and talk about my shit. That's it. I'm not good for much of anything. If you want something political, I'm not your dog.
I'm not very good at the interwebs myself. I just put random shit up there, and I try not to say too much because y'all fuckers are crazy and you'll just start yelling. So if you want to yell, go to him and leave me the fuck alone.
Oh yeah, I love to argue. I will say that. Like, share, subscribe, all the fucking things we were talking about, our shit and their shit. Because that's how we keep this shit moving. And this is the top of the list. If you have some money, buy a shirt. If your homie's in a band and you really want to support him, that Spotify penny ain't going as far as you think it is. Buy a shirt.
Yeah, like tell your friends and like go to the show. Just fucking be there and show support in however you can. Whether it doesn't have to be money, just show that you care, that it matters, and that sometimes is enough to keep people going. So
share
shit. The next shit.
Share shit. Goddamn. Comment. I'll shake my fist in fury at you young bastards.
And you can go to KeeganGrimm.com. I got a merch link on there. I got, t-shirts and shit that I print my damn self. And we got copies of the Cinderblock Saints album. I got copies of Gravelmouth. Fucking whatever you need.
Just buy
Grimm.
something.
What do you need?
Get yourself. Oh, it's rare merchandise too, because not everybody's gonna have these things either. So you can be flexing on that. I got that rare clothing that you all can't even get like that. So
he says he wears a Ruby shirt. All
it's
right, guys.
Rare as hell, man. You ain't got one. Wait, you probably.
I
do.
appreciate the fuck out of you doing this. If you ever have anything else to promote, please come back on. Keegan already had an open door policy, but Labyrinthine, you got one too.
Yeah. I'm down for whatever. All you gotta do is holler at me.
That's dope. We'll have to find each other on the old Facebooks.
Yeah.
Yes, please do.
Okay.
That's like a medieval land nowadays, old Facebook. Like, it's just a bunch of fucking like huts and mud spackled together.
I don't TikTok.
Nobody should TikTok ever.
That's it. All right, y'all. Peace. So, this next shit I got to talk about. It's not cool. It's not fun. It's not good. It's really shitty. It kind of pisses me off. That this even has to be addressed. But the Certified Psychos tour, one of the vans that was on the road with them, it fucking flipped. It flipped 3 fucking times. And a lot of good people were in this accident that could have died, could have been horribly, horribly injured, maimed, or died. And one of them is a really close friend of mine. The other 2 are legends in this scene. And the other one is one of the nicest dudes you'll ever fucking meet. And I don't know everybody else that's involved. I'm just knowing the names that I know. And what I'm talking about this because is some people thought it was funny to meme this and make fun of this and call this karma. And those people, they represent a specific sect of this underground scene. You know, it's 17. It's the fucking. It's. I don't know, man. Second Decalos. It's some OGs too. They were like saying that this was karma, that this was justified for this fucking beef, and I'm like, that's the most disgusting fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, that beef is stupid old, and grown people don't really give a shit about that. All right. And to say
just you fucking fam kids that refuse to grow up.
Yeah, I mean, to say that that's like a karma, like, first of all, karma doesn't take fucking 10 years on some, and it doesn't give a shit about some stupid beef between grown men that rap fast on stage.
That you really don't even really know. You really don't even really know them. Don't say you do. You really don't even really know them. And it was none of our business to begin with. Yeah, all of that beef was none of our business as fans.
And even if it was, how fucked up are you that you think it's funny that people nearly died in a car wreck? None of that makes any sense to me. You're just a vile people.
A lot of your names have been screenshotted. I'm not saying who's doing this. I'm not saying that, but there are people who are looking for you.
Listen, the internet, it doesn't forget, and anything that you've ever done, ever said, somebody has that screenshot. They've got the receipts. And when you try to make that move and do that thing, that shit's going to get brought up. And your hypocrisy is going to come out.
Yeah. And we'll get to the hypocrisy second first. I still want to talk about the actual incident. Everybody knows about the song My fucking Miss American Pie. It's the story they always talk about the night the music died. For you young cats, that was an incident that happened in the late 50s. I can't remember my dates. Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper all died in a plane crash on the same fucking night. This could have been our version of that. And you thought it was fucking funny. And you used it for fucking clout tokens to move yourself up in this fucking world. And it's really gross. It's really gross. Musicians aside, those are fathers, brothers, husbands,
yep,
wives, sisters, and you're fucking snickering at it. And I remember a few months ago when there was a picture of Violent J looking like the Babadook fucked a scarecrow, and you guys told us you shouldn't make fun of him. That's not right. He has a goddamn health problem. How dare you make fun of him? How you rotten cocksuckers. How fucking dare you have anything to say about anyone making a meme or a joke about anything when you're telling us that is your messiah. That's your dude. I gotta be honest, man. I haven't respected Joe Bruce in a hot fucking minute. I still think Shaggy remembers what it's like to be a scrub. I do not fuck with Ouija. I do not fuck with Chapter 17. I'll say that right the fuck here, right now, in any way, shape, or form. I will never go to another gathering. I will never go to another psychopathic show. We'll get to that one in a fucking second. I helped build this fucking scene. Men like me bled and fucking this is not what the fuck we wanted it to be. And you think it is. And you know what? You can keep it. You can fucking keep it. You can keep it. Call me a Twizzler. Call me whatever you want to fucking call me. I'll go where the fucking music's good, and I'm not paying $180 a show for a show I seen when it was $20 fucking when it was still good.
Yeah. And the thing is, I know that on that part, I know people are like, well, the cost of touring has gone up. That's true. Fuel is more expensive. Electricity, everything's more expensive. I got you. But here's the thing. They didn't jump up that much. And I know there's less shows now, but they're doing 3 shows at the end of the month in a weekend. So I can't take this. Well, they're touring less. Well, they're the ones that's just scheduled 3 shows in a weekend. So no.
One night specifically just to fuck with M&E because they can't ever get their dick out of their mouth.
So, when you start charging these prices, there better be a reason, and there better be a show that's more than the $20 show. Like, I was there for the Wraith, Shangri-La. To me, that was one of the greatest shows I'd ever seen. And I've spent about $35 for that show. So you're going to tell me that now I have to pay over $100, and I'm not even going to get that level of a show out of you?
And Jay's going to forget most of his fucking lyrics, and they're going to show up fucking late.
Late as hell.
It's just, it makes me sick that this is something I still have to talk about. And this is one more thing I want to touch about. All you motherfuckers that are like, I hate Twisted, I never liked them. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. You know how I can prove it? You loved Dark Lotus, didn't you? Didn't you? You loved Riders, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Didn't you? Tell me for any fucking second that Jamie, Paul, Blaze, and ABK aren't some of the best parts of the fucking Riders. Yeah, Jay has his verses. Jay has the tracks where he steps up. But be real. Be really fucking real.
Yeah, I mean, Jay definitely, I'm not going to say he isn't, I admired this man growing up. It's not like he is a slouch that can't rap.
It's tattooed on my fucking, I wear them on their, I used to respect the fuck out of these men.
But I mean, these other guys that everybody wants to act like they never liked. Come on,
liar.
Guys. Liar. And Jamie and Paul both murdered the track. Like, all of them are on it. Time and time again, it wasn't Jay's verse that was the best. It just wasn't.
Go look at that video of the fucking Freak Show performance at the Gathering. I know some of you motherfuckers that talk shit are in that video.
Yeah, you're in the crowd. You're probably getting the livest too.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to dwell on this, but this shit. I was at Nasty Bash and I was having a great fucking time, and I came home and I came home to that. And this has just been stuck in my craw for almost a week and a fucking half, and I had to talk about it. It's fucking foul that and this is what's killing it. This is what's killing our scene. This stupid shit right here.
Yeah.
And all you motherfuckers that were like, you should have seen the set at Blue Rock Ridge. I know people who were there. It didn't look anything like the fucking memes you were making.
No, that's because they were doing the same shit that the media tried to do, like back with the whole president thing with Trump. Like, you were showing like the full rally, like you're showing the peak of the ICP show, and then you're showing like the 10 minutes before Twisted would play. Like, you guys, we're not stupid. We understand how crowds work. They come and go. You can't. A snapshot, it's worth 1,000 words. But sure, but for that split moment only, like, you can't just make up shit. Like, we're not stupid. Like, Twisted didn't get invited to that concert. No, and people expect them to pull numbers. Like, they're gonna pull a crowd. That's why they got invited. I mean, the clowns are gonna pull a crowd too. That's why you get invited to festivals. They don't just pull the random local act like, hey man, I know you can't sell any tickets, but you want to do this massive festival that we got thousands of dollars invested in? No, it doesn't work like that.
What are you motherfuckers gonna do when this motherfucker up and dies? Like, I'm being dead serious. If this is the only thing you want out of this scene, if this is literally all you want, what are you going to do when he dies? Or better yet, what are y'all gonna do when he replaces Shaggy with Ouija?
You better not.
Whatever. I've soapboxed for far too long. All I can say is that if that's what you think karma is, karma will find you. Yeah,
it will. Some of you guys, you're probably gonna get some people are gonna get cut. I think a lot of people are starting to wake up that they're not dealing with the stupidity anymore. If you feel some kind of way, cool. I don't care.
Fuck you. Fuck
Yeah.
you. If you feel some kind of way, fuck you.
Just like I said, you know, it comes down to I'm not gonna sit here and listen to people bitch and complain and run their mouth and wish people death. Nah.
Because I'll tell you one thing. You want to know what I've never heard a Twizzler say? I hope Violent J fucking ODs. Not once. Not ever have I heard that say it. All I've ever heard any of my friends on this side say is, goddamn, I wish he'd get better.
Yeah.
I miss who he used to be. That's all I got. I got nothing else. I can't spew any more fucking venom.
Yeah. We love you guys.
Anybody who likes and shares and subscribes, we love you. If I seen you at NOTX1 and I gave you a sticker, it meant you really mean a lot to me. And if you took a picture with me, that means so much more. We have such a dope fucking giveaway plan. I'm only going to give away one. I am getting an autographed copy of Odium. You take that for however you fucking want.
So, I don't know, pay attention. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, sharing, telling all your friends, watching the videos, you know, get you in the running for the prize. And of course, you're going to get awesome stories and interviews from us, from all of our awesome friends. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.